Hi everyone, welcome back. This is week 5 of my social isolation get ready with me's. I asked on Instagram stories if you wanted to see me use the Tarte Tarteist Pro palette or the Laura Mercier Artist palette. I was really surprised by this, but the Tarte Tarteist Pro palette won by 71%, so that's what I'm going to be using today. I am a little bit excited about this one because as soon as this one won, I started thinking about a color combination that I've never really done with this palette, and I'm excited to try out. Of course, starting with my eyeshadow primers. I gotta say, I don't feel like there is a lot to update you on this week. Not a lot has been happening. The biggest excitement was a little raccoon that appeared in the tree just outside our bedroom window. I love raccoons. Like, they are the cutest, sweetest things ever, and I just want to hug them and kiss them, and I'm not because they're probably rabid in the city of Toronto. But they are so sweet looking with their big fat butts and their little tail and their face. Ugh, I love raccoons. But we don't tend to get a lot of them sort of where I am just because there's not a lot of trees in the immediate vicinity. But this little raccoon climbed up into the tree and like slept there all day. And I have the cutest photos of this darn thing, which I'll insert here somewhere. And it was just so sweet. I tried to like watch him as much as possible just to see him moving around. And I got a few photos of his little face, but for the most part, I was just seeing his big old butt most of the day while he was sleeping in the tree. It was really, really cute though. And I love all their little nicknames too, like Trash Panda or Wash Bear. Just so freaking cute. Okay, Tarteist Pro. I don't think I showed this one to you yet, which is kind of silly. So this is quite a beautiful palette. Everything in the square pans are matte shadows, and then everything in the circular pans are shimmers. So what I want to do today is play with these sort of like pinky, purple, maroon kind of colors and mix in this shimmer as well. So I'm gonna start out with Mod on a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna put that directly through my crease as my transition color. And I'm basically gonna be using this color to blow out the entire look because I'm really into that just like blown out look lately. And basically whatever color I put in my transition area is what I'm gonna be using to blow out the lower lash line as well. Okay, transition color on. I'm going to go in with Drama right now, which is a slightly deeper purple shade on a little bit more of a smaller crease brush. And I'm just going to layer that directly below Mod to deepen it up. And I'm going to bring it down a little bit here, but I don't want to take it too far in because I really want that lid color to go over the entire thing. So I haven't watched any new shows lately. As I mentioned last week, Tiger King pretty much turned me off so much that I haven't been that interested in watching Netflix. I've also been playing an incredible amount of World of Warcraft, which is eating up all my time. And I don't really expect that to change anytime soon, but because Tiger King was so shit, I was just not interested in watching anything else. But David did just pick up the fourth season, not sure which one, of The Expanse, which we've been watching off and on for probably half a year now. So we'll probably be watching that soon. It's based on a book series that he had read. And I hope I haven't mentioned this already. This is one of those things where if you talk long enough, you start to worry about you're saying the same conversation over again. But we had watched like the first episode of this series probably about a year ago. And I remember hating it, just absolutely hating it. However, we ended up rewatching it and suddenly I liked it. So we ended up watching through season 1, 2, and maybe 3. Can't quite remember now. But it's so funny how I just did not like it the first time round, and then on the second viewing, liked it so much more. It is sci-fi, spaceships and all that kind of stuff, so if you're not really into that kind of content, it wouldn't be for you. I hate spaceship video games. Stuff like StarCraft, totally not interested, but like spaceship type movies and TV shows, super into it. Okay, we've got the crease colors where I want them, so now we're going to go in with the lid shade, and I really hope this turns out well. So I'm going to be taking Trendy down here on a flat, stiff brush, and I'm going to put that all over the lid. And this is basically one of those blue-brown duochromes, but it doesn't lean as much brown, and there's a little bit more of a deeper, slightly maroon base, I would say, on this one, which is nice because it's kind of a little bit of a different take on the typical blue-brown type pigment. That's going on kind of patchy. I wonder if using my finger would be better. I hate using my finger to apply eyeshadow, but sometimes it is the better option for shades like this, especially when they're kind of foiled in texture. Yeah, that's packing it on a little bit better. Just hate how messy it gets. Okay, I really like how that's coming out, but I need to put on my brow bone highlight shade just to even that out. So I'm taking Classic. Hey! I'm just running that over my brow bone highlight area. And if you can hear that noise, that's a cat in the litter box. I was just talking about trash pandas, and my love for them is quite well known amongst my friends. My friend Laura just sent me this cute little video of a trash panda sliding down a slide. So adorable. Okay, so I have a ton of fallout now all over the place, so I'm just going to clean that up with some Bioderma on a cotton round. And this is why I always, always, always do my eyeshadow first, because look at all that. Okay, so for foundation, I'm going to be using the CYO Long Lasting Foundation. This is a Lifeproof one, and I have the shade 102. I'm hoping it's the right color for me now, but I'm not really sure because it's been a while since I used it. Oh, I think it's okay. I'm a little bit red, I think, through my face area because I went for a run at 11 o'clock today. And I don't think I got a sunburn, but I'm so not used to being outside in the sun that going out at midday is definitely giving me more color than what would be normal. So one of the things that I know a lot of people are doing lately is like video chat parties with their friends just to like stay in touch and whatever. I don't know why people are so into these things. I know a lot of people are doing it, so there's going to be a lot of opinions on why people do or do not like these things. But I find them especially isolating. I think they're just, like, I think it's just strange to, like, video chat with people that you would normally sit around in a room with. I don't like them. I don't like the video conference calls that we're doing at work right now, because it's like, generally when I'm at home, even if I was working from home under normal circumstances, I'm wearing my pajamas. I don't have makeup on. My hair doesn't look nice. I probably haven't showered. And yet so many people are doing these video conference calls just so they can feel connected with everybody. But I just feel so strange about them. I don't feel connected to other people. I feel like this is very forced and unnecessary. And if I'm at home, I want to be able to like wear what I want to wear without having to worry about somebody seeing me on a video conference call. So I'm super not into that. That keeps happening at the office right now. And then these video chat parties that people are doing, I haven't done one, so maybe that's my problem, but I look at them and I just think they're so weird and I don't really want anything to do with it. Like one-on-one video calling with your friends, sure, fine, love it. But when you get into situations where it's like 4 people, and I'll use the work conference call as an example, everybody just starts talking over each other and it's not really easy to understand with lag internet time who should talk next, or if somebody shuts up, who should then start. So I am so not into these video conference things. I don't know why everybody's so much about them. Honestly, I find myself just wanting to chat with people one-on-one as opposed to wanting to do like group sessions. But I guess it's pretty much a me thing because I see so many people doing these like birthday party calls or chats, or what do you even call them? Birthday party things, or like social drinking hour things. I don't know. I'm not here for it. And I don't feel like anybody is saying that. I feel like everybody is saying that they love these things. So I feel like the odd man out, but like, I just think they're so bizarre. Also, when I hang out with people, I like to be around them physically and like just not feel them. That sounds kind of weird, but like I want to be able to touch them or hug them if they're nearby. And when they're through a computer screen, I can't do that. So I feel even more isolated because I'm pulled back from them in a situation where I feel like I should be able to connect with them on a physical level, but I can't do that because they're through the screen. So I just honestly rather not do those video things. Anyway, I'm probably talking in circles right now, but I'm not loving these video chat things at work, especially, and I feel like everybody else is loving them. Okay, I really like how that foundation looks on my skin. I think that's a really good match. Cat scratch right there. I think that's a really good match. And unfortunately, I think this is one of those foundations that they've discontinued. So annoying. Okay, I'm going to be using a cream bronzer. It's in a little pot because I had to depot it. If you saw my empties, you'll know why, because the packaging basically broke. But this is the Milk Bronzing Stick. No longer in stick format. So I want to get some use out of it because I paid 20 bucks for this sucker and the packaging broke on me. So I'm very pissed off. But we're just going to go in straight into the thing and directly onto... That doesn't look great. That was too much product. Okay, let's just sort of like put this in areas. It literally looks like I'm smearing poo on my face right now. Okay, let's fix this. Blend as much as you freaking can. I've only used this like once or twice before, but I used it on... That is going into my hair now. Oh no. I've used this only on bare skin, which I thought looked really good because it was just kind of melding into my natural skin tone. I'm a little bit concerned what's going on with my orange tinged hairline right now though. Oh boy, and this side's even worse. Okay, maybe this was a mistake. Maybe this is why I don't like cream products. Somebody, I don't know who it was, has mentioned that the Milk Bronzing Sticks stinks. And it does. It smells bad. It smells like Play-Doh. It smells like it should be expired by now. It's a brand new product. I only got it about a month or two ago, so it's definitely not expired unless it was sitting on the shelf for a while. But yeah, that is not a great smell on this. Okay, it's kind of getting blended in. That's not my best look for sure. I'm going to be very hesitant about what I put along my jawline here. Not too much. Okay, all right, we're doing okay now. So I did decide to use all like cream sort of face products today just because I want to get some use out of these products that I almost never touch. So I brought out the cream bronzing stick. I'm going to be using this Stila Convertible color palette. I love this thing, but I never think to reach for it. Which is really irritating because all the colors in here are so lovely. But let's see, what am I going to do today? Probably to match my eyeshadows, I'm going to go with this shade over here, which is called Twilight Rose, using a stippling brush. This one is by e.l.f. It's a small stipple brush. And I find this is the best for cream products. So I'm just stippling it on both sides and then blending it in. And yeah, this is just so seamless. This product, like the convertible colors in general, so freaking lovely on the cheeks. I think they're the ones that you can, yeah, dual lip and cheek. I've never used these on my lips. I have no desire to put something like this on my lips, but it looks fantastic on the cheeks. And for highlight, I'm going to use one of my favorites. This is the mini of the Benefit What's Up. Got it in a birthday gift at Sephora many moons ago. And I just draw this straight on and then blend it out with my finger. And I love this for the travel size that it is, but also the fact that this is one of the prettiest highlighters that I've seen on people. Like, I like it on myself, but I've also seen somebody else's highlighter and been like, what are you wearing? And they're like, Benefit What's Up? And I'm like, I should have known. There's just something about this one that's a little bit more subtle. It's a little bit more of an ethereal glow. It's not super loud and aggressive, I don't think, but it just looks so nice on so many people's skin tones. It really just melds in really nicely, which I think is what makes it so attractive because it's not too beaming and stark. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like a beaming highlighter and I like irregular colored highlighters, but every now and then you just want to look like you are the one that's glowing and not your makeup. And this is one of those products that does that for me. Okay, face makeup was relatively easy. I'm going to zoom you back in and we'll finish up with the eyes. So I'm going to keep this fairly straightforward for the eyes. I'm going to line my lower waterline with the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon in the shade, where's your name? Fine Wine. And this is just a pretty dark red. And I'm hoping it's gonna match sort of like the crease color going on up there. Okay, to blend out that, I'm going to be taking Drama, which is that darker purple maroony color. And then to match the upper crease color, I'm of course gonna go back into Mod and then just blow it out. For inner corner highlight, I'm gonna use Glam, although I'm not really sure how this is gonna go with the rest of the look, so let's try that one out. Yeah, that's okay. It's a little bit more bronzy than I was expecting. Mascara is the usual Benefit Bad Gal Bang. I'm trying to think of what other fun things I've done or received in like the last week. I guess I did get a new computer monitor, which is kind of exciting. We got that wellness spending account from the office to like build up our home office if we wanted to. So I got an additional monitor that I'm using in the studio, which is what I'm in right now. And it's a lovely 27-inch Asus 1440p. It's massive. It is so big compared to my previous monitor. When I first put it down and like turned it on and started playing my games, I got a headache and I was like, this is too much screen. But I've since gotten used to it, so that's kind of nice. But it's so much more retail space, like even playing WoW, it's unreal. Okay, so I don't have any liquid liner on right now, which is making me a bit nervous because I'm going to apply some false lashes, but I really like how this look looks without any liner, so I don't want to ruin it, and I'm hoping I don't ruin it by putting on some false lashes without liner down, because I'm not that great at just like getting it right on the lash line, but we're going to find out. So these are the Social Eyes Lady Lashes. They are more of a half pair, which should be easier to get in the right place as opposed to a full strip. So aside from World of Warcraft, which I continue to play many, many hours of, I've also been playing Link's Awakening for the Switch. I am not an Animal Crossing person. I'm not interested in that game. That feels a little bit too similar to Minecraft to me. And I don't love kind of open-ended games. Like I want a goal to achieve. And I could get this totally wrong. Maybe Animal Crossing actually has goals, but I'm not interested in building up like a house and a flower bed kind of thing. So I haven't jumped on the Animal Crossing train, but I've been finishing up Link's Awakening. I think I'm like, I don't know, 5/8 of the dungeons done, so I'm doing pretty well in that. But I don't play it that often, pretty much only on the weekends. But the one game that I'm looking forward to playing when I eventually finish that one, because I'm not picking anything else up until I finish that one, is Final Fantasy VII Remake. I've been waiting a very, very long time for that game. What was it? At like E3 15 years ago, they promoted the demo reel for, was it PS2 or PS3 at the time, with like an outtake of redone graphics for Final Fantasy VII. And people exploded thinking that they were then going to produce the full game, but it was really just supposed to be a demo reel of what the next generation of consoles could do. But that made everybody so upset. So they finally released it now. I can't wait to play it. I am a little bit concerned about the change in play style. I like turn-based RPGs, and I think they've gone a little bit more like active battle combat system, which I despise about the most recent Final Fantasy games. I just cannot get down with the new playstyle, so I really haven't been into them since really 12 was okay, but that was the start of active battles, and I just didn't really like it. So I'm hoping they didn't ruin 7 for me. Okay, I think I did okay, but what do you do about the glue? Now that I'm thinking about it, I usually cover the glue over with liquid liner to like hide any of the like white or translucency, because it's never perfectly translucent. But with no black liner there, I can't really do that. Okay, I did kind of okay on those, but I still feel like there's a gap, so I'm gonna add a little bit of liquid liner just on top of the lash band, really. Okay, lashes on. I'm gonna do my brows and then I'll come right back and we'll finish up with the lips. I'm gonna keep this fairly simple for the lips just because I want something not nude but glossy so that it doesn't look a little bit as deep as the eyeshadows do. So I'm going to be using this Sexy Motherpucker lip gloss stick by Soap and Glory. This is in the shade Raplumzel, and it looks pretty deep, but it goes on fairly sheer. I mean, there's still a lot of color to it, but it's not like a matte liquid lipstick. So there's the lip color on. It's a little bit brighter at the moment right now, but because it is a gloss stick, it will sort of just like wear away nicely within even just the next 5-10 minutes. It'll tone down a bit. But that is the finished look. Take my hair down. I'm not as in love with the lips, but the eyes, ooh, I really like the eyes. It's something a little bit different for me. I honestly have avoided using so many blue-brown type pigments in recent years just because I felt like they were so overdone back in the day, like MAC's Club eyeshadow, or the one that's in that Wet n Wild palette, the Comfort Zone. What used to be the quad? No, it was never a quad. It was always an 8-pan. What am I talking about? Those kinds of colors have been around for so long, and I used them so often when I was younger that I avoided them the older that I got. However, now that I'm looking at this, it doesn't really look like a blue-brown right now, does it? It looks more like gunmetal type color, but I think that's just based on what shades I mixed it with. But I'm really loving this eyeshadow look, so I'm pretty pleased with myself right now. And I don't know how long I had gloss on my teeth, but hopefully for not too long. So this is the finished look using the Tarte Tarteist Pro palette. I do really enjoy this palette. I haven't reached for it as much in recent months, but every time I use it, I'm so pleased with it. And I really like the layout in here, just based on the fact that there's so many matte shadows over here, and then you've got a few fun like shimmery foil colors to play with as well. This one's a great staple by Tarte. Again, haven't used it in recent months, but I have gone back to it quite a bit over the years since I've had it. So that is going to be it for my social isolation Get Ready With Me for week 5. I hope everyone is staying sane, or as much as they possibly can. I went for a full 5K run today and I feel so much better. Just getting outside, feeling the air in my lungs, oh, I was overjoyed. Anyway, I hope you're staying sane, healthy, and relatively happy. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Bye.